Mr. Chair, if that's the case, I would like to defer my motion because I would like to consult staff kung itong mga 100 billion na insertions sa 2025 budget ay may mga nakasamang those projects as the President had mentioned in revelations. So, consult ko. Kung wala po dito, I will withdraw my motion. Pero kung meron, I will insist on. So, Mr. Chair, I would like to request the chair my earlier motion.
Thank you. Commissioner, get the motion heard.
Point of order, just
Mr. Chair.
inquiry from the movant. So when he moves for the deferment of his motion earlier, not really withdrawing the motion. Do I take it correctly?
As I said, I said, Mr. Chair, I'm not withdrawing my motion. I'm just deferring my motion to order to consult my staff whether 100 billion insertions in the 2025 budget includes those projects as mentioned by the. So, in order to be fair,
Isn't it? I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, I have to. Isn't it back to our colleague, senior minority leader? You were actually mentioning about the BICAM earlier. And really, it's supposed to be part also of my questions later. Nobody has ever seen, as far as I know, the BICAM committee report 2025 has not been released in a copy. So there are a lot of questions. And the only ones who can really explain those things, because there's an unprecedented cuts and insertion. 173 billion, understand. I consulted budget expert. So, ang pananaw ko po, paano tayo makaka-move on sa pag-inquire nitong mga individual projects, insertions, etc. Kung hindi pa natin nalalaman ano ang nangyari sa BICAM in 2025. And therefore, ang makakasagot nun, just information, would be the two chairs of both panels, the House and the Senate, in that BICAM. I'm not saying that my colleague, my distinguished colleague, would have no discretion, a deferral of this motion. It's just that doon po sana rin ako tutuloy. We have to understand what happens sa BICAM. And makakasabi sa atin yan, yung report mismo, na hindi pa nakikita ng karamihan, and testimony as person of those in the know. And that refers to both chairs of the APRO committee of the House and the Finance Committee of the Senate. So it's just a form of a money. At gusto ko lang pong sagutin ng konti yung punto ni the Honorable Congresswoman Garin saying something, let's not make it personal. Who's saying that we're making it personal? Nothing personal. It's all about public interest. It's all about truth and accountability. Wala akong personalan dito. Thank you very much, Mr.
Chair.
Mr. Chair, if I may, Mr. Chair, because I'm listed as the first interpolator, may I appeal to my colleagues? If I may be able to proceed to my line of questioning, I will pursue the line of questioning of the Honorable Ega Erice, and I fully respect the context of the statements of the Honorable Laila de Lima. With that, Mr. Chair, may I appeal that I be recognized as the first.
Please proceed.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair. Maraming salamat po sa ating mga kasamahan. Mr. Chair, may I ask, because the...
Point of order, Mr. Chair.
Yes,
So,
what is the point of order?
Yes. So I just want to inquire because ang rules na po natin is minority, independent, and majority.
No, I don't think there's a rule like that.
So kailan po ang term ng
Very much, Mr. Chair.
Chair.
Maraming salamat din. Kong Toby.
Congressman Flores, please.
Yeah, Mr. Chair. The former Secretary Bonoan is actually asking that he be excused, Mr. Chair, as there is going to be a turnover for the DPWH with the new Secretary, Mr. Chair.
Yes, I understand.
With the undertaking that he will come back and in the next scheduled hearing,
We'll
Mr.
we'll
Chair.
just
Mr.
finish his
Chair,
interpellation, then he can go.
Precisely the reason that I want to move forward, because the subject of my interpellation will be answered by the Honorable Bonoan. Yeah, very quickly, Mr. Chair, kung pwede lang po sana. I only have 5 minutes.
If we do allow that, Mr. Chair, then we would have to allow everyone to ask questions to Secretary Bonoan.
But Secretary Bonoan is time bound, no? So we'll just let her finish, then
I submit, Mr. Chair.
Secretary Bonoan can basically go.
Maraming salamat, sir. Maraming salamat, Kong Flores. So, Mr. Chair, kanina nga, may mga natanong si Sec Laila, may mga tanong si Kong Erice. May I ask from the Secretary of the Department of Public Works and Highways, the former Secretary, can you give us a very brief flow of how projects are listed in the National Expenditure Program?
Your Honor, the process is, it starts from the engineering districts in consultation with various sectors.
Point of order, Mr. Chair. Sorry to interrupt. Hindi po kaya nabanggit na po ni Secretary Bonoan yung tanong po ni Congresswoman Garin sa pagtatanong po ni Congressman Erice. This is just a duplication of the question propounded by Congressman Erice.
But I think we have to give her the honor of asking the questions.
Even if it's a repetition of what was asked
Mr. Chair,
earlier.
what rule did my question violate? May I appeal to our colleagues, magrespetuhan tayo. Kung tiyempo nyo naman, pwede kayong magtanong. I gave that preliminary question because I'm moving to the next question.
This is a point of order po.
What law
Yeah,
did I violate in
excuse
asking a question, Mr.
I'm-
Chair? Hindi na po ba ako pwedeng magtanong?
I'm making the
Kailangan ba yung tanong ko, ipaalam ko kay Congressman Marcoleta?
Binanggit ko lang po na natanong na po kasi ni
Yeah.
Congressman Erice yung pong katanungan ng ating
That's why, Mr.
Mambabatas.
Chair, I mentioned that my questions is in line with the question of Congressman Erice. That's why I'm setting the premise. Let's move forward, Mr. Chair. Sayang ang oras na hinihinto natin ang investigasyon na ito.
If the premise was laid already, why do we have to repeat it?
Because, Mr. Chair, I have my time. I'm laying down my premises of ano po ba ang kinakatakutan ni Congressman Marcoleta sa mga katanungan ko?
Wala po.
Then let
Wala
me
po.
proceed, Mr.
Gusto po
Chair.
natin
It's my
mag-move
time.
forward.
The chair will rule.
Itirin po natin ang oras. Di po ba?
Oras ko po ang kinakain ng mga tanong ko. And Mr. Chair, may I move that my time be sent back to point zero.
Yes, let the Deputy Speaker proceed, please. Thank you. The chair has ruled.
So thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Balik po ako sa zero at magsimula po ang aking 5 minuto. So Secretary, ulitin ko lang po yung tanong para po madugtong ko. Paano po ba nagsisimula ang paglista ng mga proyekto sa NEP? Sa NEP po muna tayo.
Sa NEP po ay nagsisimula po dun sa mga engineering districts namin when they consolidate their proposals from all sectors actually. For all the projects that would have to be considered into the budget that has been allocated per engineering district, Your Honor. And in consultation with various sectors, as I said, this has to go through municipal development councils, provincial development councils, and this will have to be elevated actually to the regional development councils where they will propose actually the regional budget proposals. From the regional budget proposals, this is where we are going to determine actually the priorities that will be incorporated into the NEP to the allocation for each of the legislative districts, Your Honor. So this is where we are going to determine the priorities and include into the proposal, Your Honor.
How about, Mr. Chair, dun sa implementation? Sino naman ang nag-oversee ng implementation sa baba?
The implementation of projects is dependent on the threshold authority that has been given let's say, for example, in the district level, Your Honor, they have the authority to implement projects up to 150 million, and up to the regional offices, they have the threshold authority to implement up to 400 million, Your Honor.
In other words, Mr. Chair, correct me kung tama po ba ang tinutumbok natin. Sa kasalukuyang sitwasyon, ang proposal ay nanggagaling sa baba. After several consultations, umaakyat, napopondohan, nalalagay sa budget, pero pagdating sa implementation, ang mga proponents ay siya rin ang nag-oversee ng implementation. Tama po ba, Secretary?
Ang nag-oversee na implementation, Your Honor, will be the district.
So technically, where it emanated, kung sino ang nag-propose, initially, yun din ang
Yes,
mag-oversee.
Your Honor.
In the normal flow of conduct. So kamakailan po, Secretary, ay nakita ko sa news na kayo po ay bumisita sa mga proyektong na-allege na ghost. Do you confirm this, sir?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Pwede niyo po ba kaming i-orient kung totoo ba talagang ghost? Sangayon sa lumalabas sa balita, totoo bang substandard? And can we have the specifics of this project?
Your Honor, when the President has mentioned actually that we have to investigate all the projects that we have furnished him, actually completed projects that we have furnished him, I immediately sent out validation team from the Department of Public Works and Highways to do a what we call present and absent project identification, Your Honor. And thereafter, there has been some reports actually that there are projects that cannot be located, and there are projects actually.
Apologies, sir. Tumbukin na lang po natin yung una yung binisita. Were these projects in Bulacan?
Yes, Your Honor, meron kami.
So, ghost ba? Hindi ba totoo? May project na pondohan, na kolekta, pero walang existing? Ganun po ba ang inyong nakita o hindi?
What I can now divulge, Your Honor, is actually there are two projects that we have noted that these are ghost projects.
Ibig sabihin, multo ang flood control project na yun.
These are projects that cannot be identified and cannot be
Were they
be
paid,
located
Mr. Secretary?
in Bulacan First Engineering District. Your Honor.
Nabayaran po ba siya, Mr.
Nabayaran
Secretary? Okay. Yung dalawang project, unahin lang natin ito kasi gusto nga natin makita yung flow. Kanino po nag-emanate ang request na pondohan ang mga proyektong ito? Sang-ayon sa pagbisita ng ating Pangulo, yung dalawang project na sinasabi niyo po.
The first project was actually financed under the fiscal year 2024. And the other project is actually financed under the fiscal year 2025, Your Honor.
Ito po ba ay nanggaling sa baba? Was this proposed from the district or the regional office? Ito po ba ay pinopose ng ating district engineer at inakyat sa opisina nyo na pondohan sa NEP? Ganun po ba?
I don't have the... our record is just saying that it came from the General Appropriations Act, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Chair, may I move that we request the Department of Public Works and Highways, whoever is taking over, na tingnan yung flow. Una, paano ito napasok sa GAA? Pumasok ba ito sa NEP? Because what we are seeing here as a perennial problem, yung nag-propose ng project ay siya din ang mag-i-inspect, siya din ang magsicertify, siya din ang magsasabi na bayaran ito. Tama po ba, Secretary Bunoan?
Magsasabi ng bayaran, Your Honor, will be the implementing office that supervises and implements.
Precisely.
Yes,
It's the same office that you mentioned. Yung nag-propose, papunta sa central office, papunta sa DBM, at na inoon ng DBM, napunta sa budget, siya rin ang mag-i-implement, siya rin ang mag-go signal. So the power rests in a single office or a group of people. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor, if the project emanated from the National Expenditure Program.
So, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chair, dugtungan ko lang po, kasama lang itong mga binisita ni former Secretary Bunoan, kasama yung ating Pangulo. Yung pong sinabi niyong Barangay PL, Baliwag, Bulacan, ito po ba ay ghost din?
This is one of the projects that I have mentioned, Your Honor.
Ano po yung parang merong flood control na parang ginaganong-ganon ni Presidente, yung semento, na kaya niyang durugin sa kanyang mga kamay ang semento?
I would not know if that would be the project that he's referring to, because this project does not have any...
The one he mentioned, substandard. Magkasama kayong, I just saw it in the news, sir.
I was not with the President during that visit, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. So, Mr. Chair, my next question, in these two ghost projects that you are referring, meron pa po bang iba or wala na? Sa pagkakaalam nyo?
Under investigation and validation, Your Honor.
Okay. For the first two ghost projects, proven to be ghost, sino-sino po ang contractors?
The project in Barangay PL Baliwag, Bulacan is SYMS Construction, and both of them, both projects are SYSM Construction, Your Honor.
And what were your actions, Mr. Secretary? After that visit and when the President gave you a directive, ano po ang naging action nyo?
My directive was actually to issue the preventive suspension of all the officers of the First Engineering District, Your Honor.
Will you agree with us in saying, legislative-wise, kailangan siguro lagyan ng safety measures na yung proponent sa baba ay hindi rin siya ang magiging implementor? Tama po ba?
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Next, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, dun po kapag inakyat na after DPWH, saan po pumupunta ang proposal? Anong opisina po?
Pagka na-consolidate na po namin, Your Honor, I think we submit it to the Department of Budget and Management. So we'll now then consolidate all the National Expenditure Program of Government.
Does the DBM vet or chine-check ba ng DBM yung lista na sinusubmitin nyo? Kagaya ng, napunduhan na pala ito nung nakaraang taon, hindi na ito pwedeng punduhan ngayon. Ginagawa ba ng DBM yon?
I am not sure, Your Honor, but I think I have not experienced anything that they would call our attention for that matter.
So what you submit to DBM, they take it hook, line, and sinker? Kasi sa pagkakaintindi ko ay tinitingnan nila ito.
Well, Your Honor, I think they consolidate all the projects and see to it that everything is in within the budgetary allocation that they have given to the agency, Your Honor.
And who encodes, Mr. Chair? Sino po yung naglilista officially? Kino-computer ba yun? Mano-mano ba? Or meron bang sistema ang DBM or ang DPWH para mapasok? And I think seeing the situation, Mr. Chair, ang nakikita ko po ay si Yusek Cabral, who's charge of planning and IT, would know a lot of things in so far as this is concerned. Tama po ba?
Tama po, Your Honor. Your Honor.
So may I request very briefly si Yusek Cabral, if you can update us, appraise us, paano po, saan nanggagaling yung listahan na nasa NEP?
Before responding, last 30 seconds, Your Honor.
Yes.
Please proceed.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, pagdating po ng regional budget proposal, nagre-rely po kami doon dahil yan po ay vetted ng mga regional offices at ng district engineering offices. Prioritize po yan, ranked according to their priorities. Ini-encode po namin sa central office based on the ceiling threshold. Chine-check po yung mga location, kung tama, mga kung tama yung placement sa program, activities and projects. At tinitingnan din po namin kung ito ay nasa menu ng DPWH.
And as Undersecretary for Planning and IT, this falls within the gambit of your office.
Yes, Your Honor.
So ang tanong ko, ang next ko na tanong kay Yusek Cabral, meron ka bang ipinapasok o yung opisina mo, meron bang isinisingit sa listahan ng mga proyekto na hindi nanggaling sa baba?
Wala po, Your Honor.
So lahat ng nililista mo dyan ay nanggagaling sa district engineer.
Sa regional budget.
And you're
proposal.
under oath, Madam
Yes,
Yusek.
Yes, Your Honor.
What if we can show you that in the previous budgets, including in the proposed 2026 NEP, ay merong mga proyekto na hindi nirekomenda ng district engineer, ng regional director, pero paglabas ng NEP sa DBM ay may mga nakalista na.
Your Honor, we have to check on the origin of the project if you can give me the list of
Yes.
projects. Your
So ang next ko na tanong, Mr. Chair, last two
Last
questions.
question.
Last two questions.
Okay,
if I
last
may.
two questions.
Yeah. Bakit po, dati-rati kasi sa tagal ko sa gobyerno, kapag merong proposed project, lumalabas dyan, okay, project 1 proposed amount is, let's say, 20 million. Yung iba, 50 million. Yung iba, 100 million. Yung iba, 150 million. Bakit tila itong mga nakaraang mga taon, maybe for the past 5 years, bakit merong mga project na hindi na siya 50 million, kundi nagaging 47.5 million, 48 million, or yung 147 million? Para ba siya nagiging kontrasernyas yung amount na nakalagay sa mga project na ito? So, as head of planning, how did you determine this cost? Na kung rati-rati ang project ay 50 or 100 million or 150 million, merong mga ganon, pero merong kang mga nakikita na uniform 147 million, yung iba naman 48.5 million, and it's spread in specific areas but all over the country. How would you comment on this?
We rely on the submission, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, of the regional budget proposal.
No, but how do you determine? Because it comes from your office. Paano nyo po kinocompute yun?
Ayun po yung sinabit, Your Honor.
So yun ang sinabmit. Kanino po nanggaling ang computation?
Sa regional budget proposal po naka-indicate.
So, Mr. Chair, I'm just going to go on my second round and push for this last question because Secretary Bonoan might go. Sec, yung binisita nyo po, yung anong daan ba po yun? Yung sa Baguio? The President visited a project in, was it in Baguio or in Benguet? Which area was that, Mr. Secretary? It was in Benguet? Okay. Meron kasi siyang sinabi doon na, rock netting?
Rock shed and rock netting, Your Honor.
When did this start, Mr. Secretary? This kind of projects?
Which project, Your Honor? Rock shed?
Itong nagfo-fall in that gambit of rock netting, however, whatever you call that. Kasi nakita ko kasi dun sa balita, when you were being interviewed, or parang si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos atay nagsabi, pinahinto na ito. Bakit binalik? So that's why in aid of legislation, we know how this works. Kasi mamaya itong flood control, tatahimik ulit tayo. Kung walang nagbabantay, ibabalik ulit. Kaya medyo hindi na maingay ang tao, ibabalik ulit. So if we need to nip it at the bud, dito sa rock netting, very clear kasi yung paulit-ulit na statement, hininto na ito. Bakit binalik? Can you give us a quick summary of how that happened? When did it start? When was it suspended? Kailan siya binalik? And maybe a rundown of all the allocations spent on similar projects all over the country on an annual basis.
Your Honor, I can only at this point in time say when we stopped actually the implementation of rock netting, I issued a department order to stop the use of rock netting unless it is technically justified and technically evaluated by the central office, Your Honor. That was, if I'm not mistaken, this was in late 2023, Your Honor, when the President instructed me to stop the use of rock netting and traffic safety
You
devices.
stopped it on year 2023.
2023.
Kailan po siya nagsimula, sir?
Long before, I understand, Your Honor.
approximately what year? Maybe Yusek Cabral can appraise us?
Please wrap up, Deputy Speaker.
Yeah.
I think during the past administration, Your Honor.
Sorry, may I hear you again, sir?
I think this was started during the past administration, Your Honor.
Para hindi po tayo mamalisyahan, let's work on an annual. Maybe was it 2010? No.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
2013?
I will not be able to.
2016? Yeah. Mr. Chair, I signify my intention to go on the second round. And in closing, may I move that the Department of Public Works and Highways furnish us the total amount spent on, what do you call that project? Is rock
netting, Your Honor.
Rock netting on an annual basis from the time it started up to the time it was suspended and up to the time it was brought back again. Can we get the commitment of the DPWH?
We'll have to drill down po and ask the regional offices and district
Yeah, but can you
offices.
give us that data?
We'll provide, Your Honor.
Okay, and my next motion, Mr. Chair, I move that the DPWH be requested to give us a copy of how the broken amounts have been reached to. Na yung dati-rati ang project ay 50 million, 100 million, 150. Merong mga iba doon na tila nasisingit na nakalagay ay 147 million, example, or 49 million. At tila repeatedly happening in the same areas. So can the Honorable Yusek again give us the basis of that computation and the basis of allocating this in the respective areas?
We will do that, Your Honor.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I yield to the next interpolator,
Mr.
but
Chair.
please
Mr. Chair.
the second round.
Mr. Chair.